With net zero, we are looking at advanced technologies for ventilation, heating, cooling, and hot water. We're also looking at more well thought out walls and ceilings and foundations. Not to mention taking advantage of certain things like sun exposure and shading and all those things.
The higher end homes are a little bit more difficult to hit those targets with because everybody wants more glass. And the more glass you have, the harder it is to hit your goals. Especially here in the Okanagan where we get that vast range of temperatures from minus 25 C to plus 38 C. There's not a lot of climates that do that.
What's really great about the South Okanagan is we have long shoulder seasons on either side where the weather is quite pleasant. And so for a building like this, we have a passive mode where the building essentially requires no heating or cooling systems.
We have a market in Quesnel that is, the good part of it is that housing is inexpensive here compared to the rest of the province. But from a builder standpoint, it also means we have to produce homes that are not as expensive. And so I was trying to see how far we could go and still keep it within the limits of what people would be willing to do here.
And therefore develop the most cost-effective strategy possible for the highest level of performance, and that requires time.
Well, the weather is a factor up here in the north. It is tough to build to a net zero energy ready. You really have to think about what's important.
Every little hole in the house matters.
So the mid-construction blower door gives us an opportunity to address any areas of leakage before the house is finished where it is more difficult to do so.
And an energy advisor, certainly that lives in this region and knows the region and knows the builders that are trying to do these things, can certainly give you a bit of his opinion on what is the best way to go about things.
We're really limited by what companies are making available to us.
The challenge in very cold climates is lining up the kinds of equipment that can best do the job with the availability of the equipment for those regions. So you have to balance between locally available product and local expertise. Anything you can design it ahead of time. Don't wait for construction to figure it out then. It just makes sense, right?
So this building is net zero ready certified. It is performing really well, especially in our colder weather in the winter. It's just comfortable in here.
We've been in the house now for 1 year, and this summer at our hottest temperatures, which was in the low 30s, our house went up in temperature about 2 degrees. And in the winter time, it was minus 27 outside, and our house hadn't gotten cool enough yet for the furnace to come on. So I'd say it works quite well.
When we hit the mark and they're happy with their home, at the end of it, it's a good feeling.